Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at ktalnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with your Tuesday morning forecast update. Back under the heat advisory today. We've kind of enjoyed lower humidity for the last week or so, but we're really going to feel a surge in humidity play out this morning, this afternoon. So very heavy air out there will drive our heat index to about 110 degrees. And I think this next week or so, we've had a long hot summer, a lot of these near 100 degree days. I really think this next stretch here over the next 5 to 7 days or so may turn into one of our hotter stretches of this summer, and a lot of that just has to do with the thick humidity that we'll be building in. So again, today we have some storms well to the north of us. This has been the pattern that has brought some rain into the northern Arctic the last few mornings here, but the storms today too far to the north to bring us any rain relief, so we are going to be dry today. And you can see this front, basically a stationary front, but as this low passes to the north of us, it's actually going to pull this front to the north as a warm front. So again, drier air north of the front and lower humidity, and behind the front here, which is what we're going to feel today, is that surge of humidity coming in this afternoon. Dew points for the last week, and again, the dew point is basically just a measure of the humidity. We love it in the summer when the dew point's upper 60s, low 70s. That's usually pretty comfortable for us, and that's why we've had some of the nice mornings and tolerable afternoons without the heat advisories for the last 3 to 4 days or so. But what's going to happen today is the dew point's going to get cranked up into the likely mid to upper 70s. So that's typically the brutal summer humidity that we've been dealing with, and because of that, we are going to feel those dangerous heat index numbers this afternoon, starting out low to mid 70s. So if you need to be outside, try to get your things done earlier this morning. Highs today, mid to upper 90s. I think a few areas will probably touch 100 degrees today, and there's the heat advisory, which is in effect until 8 p.m. this evening. We'll likely see these heat advisories and maybe excessive heat warnings throughout the week. In fact, today the trigger for the excessive heat warning is a heat index above 110. I actually think we may get there, at least in Shreveport and maybe a few other areas. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is upgraded to an excessive heat warning. If you're working outside, just know the signs of heat-related illness. If you start getting lightheaded, dizzy, things like that, get water, seek air conditioning immediately. And if you're with someone that's really looks like they're going to pass out because of the heat, that's when it gets to the point that you need to call 911. But on a day like today, you just can't cool off with the high humidity. You sweat, your body usually gets some evaporative cooling, but on a day like today, it's just not possible. So again, try to limit your time outside this afternoon. Your Robin's-Studded Futurecast does keep a few clouds over us, so hopefully that can give us a little shade here and there, but likely going to stay mostly sunny to partly cloudy for the remainder of the week. Next chance of rain probably not coming in until the weekend, but Futurecast does show maybe a few spotty showers developing, especially along that warm front this afternoon, this evening, but again, probably too late in the day to bring us any kind of relief. And basically what's happening, you can see this persistent ridge of high pressure that will just kind of wobble back and forth between West Texas and the Arctic for the next week or so. All the action is kind of up here with the jet stream. The jet stream usually pulls the cool air down, and again, this area of high pressure just not letting that jet stream dip down towards us. So that's why we're seeing the lack of rainfall, the drought conditions here, and these temperatures just getting warmer and warmer. So again, the next week or so, very little change. I think by the time we get to the weekend, we may see a few sea breeze type showers return, so hopefully we can get a little rain going this weekend. But again, late day rain does little to help with the heat. We'll probably stay at or maybe very close to 100 degrees through the upcoming weekend.